Hello everybody, we're back to Stormy Cove, and today I want to put a missing copy of Kit Promoter KP onto a foal whose parents had it, but it does not. How in the world do you do that? Is it an easy process? For new accounts like this, no, but this account can do it with one gene, so let's go. First of all, we are working on making up the money we lost from our breeding escapades again. Let's go down. You go down to transactions. You can see we've got the money from the daily show bonus and weekly pay. We have not sold any of the mares I pulled out of pasture and put up for sale. Speaking of those horses, let's enter them. Okay, so now we have our little foal. Where in the world is she? Okay, so I want to add KP to her, so I named her Kangaroo Palindrome. So KP, help me remember. And we have this little girl, she's got ice, she's got tiger eye, she has so many things. So you go to the horses page, go to control panel, and then you can go to gene mod tab. And there are all of these things. And if you look on these are the costs of putting these genes on a foundation. She's not a foundation, she's a line full. So everything would cost 1 token. But now the question is, I have 0 GMT tokens. How do I get those? Well, there are 3 different ways to get them. You can either get them from awards in the breeder clubs. So let's say go to Frame Club. And there are lots of horses. Any horse in the top 3 of any of these categories will win you some GMT tokens at the end of the month. But that's kind of a late game goal there. You can also spend, like, I want to say $150,000 for a GMT token. Once again, I could do that right now, but that's a later game goal than we can do right now because we need to save up for barn. We're not doing GMT tokens with that. How we can use GMT tokens on this account, though, is if you guys remember a little while ago, I got a candy pony from creating a bunch of horses in December. Candy ponies will either look like this or with printed candy corn. They're usually most common right before Halloween and right before Christmas. And I know some people are like, oh no, you have fantasy genes going on. There are fantasy genes in this game, but this is not a fantasy gene. You cannot breed for this. This is just like basically a token voucher. So this is your horse. You can refresh his page. I'm gonna go through the whole loading screen again. But he comes back as candy. You look at his genes, he is a chestnut. Yeah, he's a chestnut. So if you go to the bottom, this horse is a candy pony. It can be turned in for a gene mod token, or GMT, as I like to say. So then you click that. Turning candy or sea ponies. Sea ponies, like, basically look like hippocampuses. there's often, like sometimes in the summer, you'll have competitions where if you, like the sea ponies have different colored tails, and if you can collect all of them, you get a prize. Okay, you've claimed 1 GMT token from this horse. So now turn back into a normal horse. So now let's go back to our horse, refresh the image, and now he looks like what does genetics say he should be. So if you don't like the candy pony look on your horses, or if you just want free GMTs, just turn in your GMT and refresh the page, and you'll have a normal horse. It really is just a sea pony and candy pony are just GMT waivers, basically. So now we can go back to Kangaroo Palindrome. And if I can find her again, there she is. Control panel. Okay, don't field display. Gene modification lab. Modify this horse. Now, since she is a line horse, like a bred horse and not a foundation, you have the perk that she can get any gene for 1 GMT. Like these will still have the foundation prices, but it'll all just be 1 GMT to change something on her, which is good because I want to do, where is it? I do kit promoter, which normally would be 5 tokens. I cannot do that. Now a trick with this horse, since she's a line horse, I can't just put anything on her. I can't decide that I want chinchilla and put that on her. That doesn't work. Chinchilla doesn't really work on foundations though. Like this is, like these fantasy genes are put on just for adding things on. Wait, I only see chinchilla. Maybe chinchilla is up for sale right now. I'll have to look at that. But you can sometimes put fantasy genes that were missed on line horses that you can't put on foundations. But with the line horses, you can only get genes that its parents could have passed. So I really wish we had the genetic sequence for all the horses involved up on here. But let's look at her genetics. She carries black and chestnut. That's something I think will be cool. She does not have any form of bay, so she's a black-based horse. I'm okay with that. Perlino. 1 copy of Flaxen. 1 copy of Sooty. Pingaree. Tiger Eye. 2 copies of White 20 and Ice. That is what she is. Now let's look. He has black and chestnut, so I can make her either copy or on his strand. He has bay, so I could add that to her if I wanted to. I cannot change her first cream because he only has cream. I can make her not have flaxen if I wanted to. I can make her not have sooty, but I can't change the fact that she has Pingaree because her father has 2 copies of Pingaree. So that 1 copy is definitely on. Tiger Eye, I could make her not have Tiger Eye if I wanted to, but I like Tiger Eye. I can make her not have that 1 White 20. I could give her Appaloosa Blanket if I wanted to, and I could get rid of the ice. Maybe. I don't think ice was up there as an option, so I probably can't get rid of the ice. Fantasy genes are a little bit weird. They try to have it that way so it's more of a chance and more of a, because once you're doing fantasy genes, you usually have access to GMTs. So if you could just genetically modify everything, like there wouldn't be any difficulty to raising a good line of fantasy horses. You just make them have it. Now her mom, she is a chestnut base, so we cannot change the chestnut she had from mom. We can't give her bay from mom because her mom doesn't have it. We could have her not have the cream because her mom only had one. We get rid of the flaxen again, but I think she didn't get the flaxen from her mom. She can't. We can't change the fact that she has two pancreas because both parents have pancreas. If there's an issue, tough luck. We could get rid of the white 20 again, but I like it. Now the thing that she doesn't have that her mom does but didn't give to her is the KP. So this, I don't really breed for wildland acres. I don't know what I'm really breeding for here, but this is a gene that is really sought out by some. It makes, actually, let me go search horses. You can use this search feature. Let's go to fantasy. I believe KP is apparently KP is not a fantasy. Let's go to white markings. Kit promoter. Okay, so we found this. Now KP needs 2 copies to show up. So let's do this dash line for not have it. Must not have it. I want to show you KP, not KP2, so must not have. So now the search engine will be looking for horses with KP. Now it also needs 2 copies of the kit gene. So let's say must not have the dash. So KP makes kind of a cloudy horse. Our filly will not show it because she does not have 2 copies, but she will keep this gene alive in the herd, so maybe later a horse will have 2 copies. And this is taking forever to load. But this is another reason why the fact that she's got 2 white 20 genes, 2 white 20 kit genes, moreover, is so important because you need 2 copies of a kit gene. And white 20 is nice because it's less, like, if you mix kit genes together, you're more likely to have lethal foals, but not with white 20. So that's a pretty nice one. But you see, like, that one has cloud, that one has a cloud on his rump. Okay, this one is hard because it says, like, fantasy genes, but I want to say either this lighter spot or the darker spot is the KP. This one has just a little bit on his back, so like sometimes it's extreme, sometimes it's not. But that's KP, and some people really like it. Like this, there's 777 pages of KP, each of these having 25 horses. So yeah, for it being such a difficult gene to get, like, yeah, people like it. People breed for this. So let's go back. To our kangaroo palindrome. We can change the KP on her mother strand. So if you look at it, we have 2 boxes. First one is for sire. Like if you look at these, or we can't look at, but when you look at your genetic strands on your horses, the first one for the allele is for the father, and the second one is for the mom. So we're looking for a kit promoter. And then like we don't have, like we can click sire. Your horse has the not allele for this gene. No edits available for this gene because the dad does not have kit promoter. But we did not lose our GMT token from trying this out. We're just like, it's just like, no, you can't do it. Nothing happened. Let's go back. Oh no, I think I went too far. Kit promoter. You go to the mom. And you get an option. it doesn't automatically do it. It's just in case you accidentally click, because there's so many things on that list. Change not to KP for 1 token. I want that. Unfortunately, her image is not going to change. But now if we go, unfortunately, like clicking on the current picture doesn't really work. You go back to the old picture, you click on her name, and you can go back to your horse. And now it'll have like somatic tattoo, but it's a lip tattoo. It's very confusing. So basically it's invisible. It just shows up on here to show the history of the horse, that you genetically modified it from not having KP to having KP. And if you look onto it, Kit genes, she has 2. She now has a copy of KP and ice. So now she has that gene. I can now go to her mom and post her for sale. I should probably go into the forum and mention to people they have all these horses for sale. Since she has KP, I'm gonna list her more than the other ones, even though she's bred. KP costs 5 GMT tokens, so that's like $700,000 normally, like a $25,000 mare with it is a pretty good deal. So there we go. Let me go through and see if I can show these barns again. Enter. Enter. Member home. We're up to 25,000 points, so 2,700 a day. Hopefully, as our show horses age and start getting more points per show they won, we're going to start gaining points more and more rapidly. But we have a decent number right now. Like, it's very, very small. It's basically getting 1 crate horse a day. But things are going upwards. So there we go. We turned in a candy pony, GMT to horse. We can now sell the mare that we took out of our pasture and still have KP in our herd. Things are exciting. Things are moving forward. Things are definitely going to be moving slow for a while until we run out of room and get a new pasture. And even then, we're definitely in the growing pains era of this account. But things are moving onward. It's exciting. Have a good day. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you like this, if you like more random stuff, if you want to learn if there's anything else you want me to do a how-to of about this game, please let me know. And there we go. Have a good day. Bye.